Hey guys, this is JohnyTechReview. Today I have an unboxing review for you, the Aukey 4-in-1 wireless router. This is a small personal router that's designed for on the go, and you can use this to do a variety of different things, such as making it a Wi-Fi hotspot, turn it into a router, using it as a media server, and also it serves as a small portable power bank. The model number here is W-N2. So inside you will find the Aukey portable router here. There's some accessory. Underneath we have here a micro USB charging cable and a small user menu. So I will now show you guys the app on this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this unit on here. So on my phone here, I'm going to connect to the wireless access point on here. This is great for on the go because you can use this guys as a media server, so you can play file like music, movies, and pictures of it. So I'm going to head and connect it now. So I'm connecting to the TripLink router right now. So it's ready, and now all we have to do is launch the app. The app is called Aukey TripLink. You can download this app from the App Store. And this app is actually very familiar to some of the other company. As far as functionality, it's pretty much the same app, so I think they're all using a similar software, and the app itself are pretty similar also. The only difference is that the naming of them, so you can use different apps from different companies. Like Hutu has one that's very similar to this. So here we go. Here's the app, and you can see there's the SD card already mounted. At the bottom here you have my TripLink and my device. If you click on my device, you are looking at the file locally sandbox in this application. So right now there's really nothing in here. If you go back to my TripLink, for example, you will see the SD card. You can click on that and you can look at the cell volume. For example, in here you have documents. I have nothing in document right now, so let's go back. Music. I have some music in here, as you can see, different music file. And then we can go to pictures, for example, and there's some pictures. So for example, I can click on the pictures here and it'll load up pretty quickly here. And these are full resolution pictures. They're about 1 to 2 megabytes. Some of them are 5 megabytes, so they're kind of big, as you can see here. Looks pretty well, and you can also do like a slideshow with music right here. And you can also download these pictures. For example, you click on this little button here, and there you go. You can have the option to upload to Facebook, add to photos, and email it. So the app itself here have a really old interface. Just remind me of like iOS 5, 6. It's pretty old. I hope they update the app to something a little bit newer, because this is pretty old style right here. For example, and we can look, for example, at videos. And here I have a video, for example, here one of my video. And you can see it load pretty quickly, no problem at all. It does take a little bit to buffer, especially bigger videos. You can actually load like a whole few gigabyte movie on an SD card here and just play it right off now. So it's a pretty nice little device. I think the app need to be updated for a better interface, but other than that, it works quite well. On the bigger video, it does take a little bit of time to buffer, so keep that in mind. So here on my device, under here I have iPhone photos. So in here you can access all your iPhone photos. As you can see, it does take a little bit of time to load. There's a camera roll, and when you use camera roll here, I can basically hit manage. For example, I can select a few pictures, for example here, and then I can just go ahead and hit upload, and it will give me the option to upload to your card. So you can back up your pictures just like this. You also have the option to select all. You select all your pictures, and that will back up everything from your phone here to the device, and that does take quite some time. So I would not recommend doing this, especially if you have a lot of pictures. I would say plug it in the computer and do that. It's probably a lot faster than this, but you just need to download a small amount of pictures. It's going to work well for you. So on the computer, you can actually connect to the Aukey TripLink router by entering the IP address provided in the user menu. So here you can see here, the first time you log in, it's going to ask you to pick a few things. So right now I'm connecting to the wireless network. This way I can use it as a repeater. This process take a few seconds, and after that you will get the next screen where you can set up Wi-Fi and LAN setting. And here you can see you can set different speed for the thing to rebroadcast the signal. You can have a different mode here, and then you can also have channels and also different security setting. And down here you have the IP address of the router. You can also hide the SSID, and there's the submask. Next, we need to enter a new password for the TripLink router. This is different from the default blank password. This way we can use this more securely the next time, and after this it will ask you to reboot the router. After that, it's about 2 minutes for the router to reboot. You will get the login screen again. You can go ahead and now use your new password to log in. After you log in, you have a few options. You can go to user here. Here you can change the password again if you need to. Here's where you can change it. Next, here we have the disk, and when you press this, you will basically get the volume and information about the current SD card that's in there. You can see here it's popping up, let me know that I just inserted one. And under volume, you can actually see the volume of the SD card right now is a FAT32. Under network here, you can change the various different settings that we changed before doing the wizard. You can see here you have some information like host, Wi-Fi, DHCP server, internet, and 3G setting. We have service. Under service we have sample, we can turn it on, and we also have DNLA, which is nice to enable basically media server so that other device can access this. We go to system. Under system we have some more setting, time, backup, firmware, and then some reset. Finally we have the wizard, which takes you back. At the bottom here you have the Explore button, and when you press this button it will bring you to a window explorer kind of environment where you can look at your SD card and see all the different files you have on there. It has a built-in file browser and also a picture browser, as you can see here, and these pictures are quite large, about 2-3 megabytes each, and as you can see here I'm clicking on them and it loads up pretty fast. You can see here, and you can browse to them pretty easy. So the other option is, for example, you have videos and music. With music, it will automatically play. When you click on it, it will go to the next page, and depending on your browser setting, it will play. But for the video, it seems like I have to download it first before it will play. There is no built-in music or video player, so you have from the web page here, you're just basically at the mercy of your browser. So overall, the Aukey TripLink is a pretty cool device. So you can use this in a variety of different modes, as a router, as a repeater, as a wireless access point. You have access to all those modes, and on top of that you also have media server. And then finally you have a small 2600 milliamp battery that is used to power this device, and in a niche you can actually use that to charge your device, and there's that USB port there. You can just output this right into your phone and you can use it to charge your phone. So the web-based interface to configure this thing is pretty nice. It looks pretty normal and pretty easy for a typical user to use it. I found that the Aukey app is a little bit old, and I hope they update it in futures with a little bit more better features, because right now it looks kind of old and really outdated for the OS that we're running. We're on iOS 8 already, and this app looks like it's from iOS 5. One last thing I do want to point out is that when you're using this as an access point, you do have a limited range, even though it's Wi-Fi. You're gonna get roughly 20-30 feet in this guy with good connection. You go further than that and you're gonna start getting connection drop, and so that's an issue. But in general, using a wireless router usually like this, you want to keep it near you anyway, especially you want to go, you're traveling, it's gonna be near you anyway. So I hope this short little review helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any question, please let me know in the comment below, and as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.